Okay, boys and girls, we've got Bryan Insurance in the house, and we're talking more about we talked about vacations this morning. That was the places people are going, people are not going. But you know, when you go to places, people are always there to volunteer to help you.
Yes.
So what do you guys want to talk about today?
We're going to talk about volunteers.
Oh wow!
I know. Wow, Rick, how'd you know?
Great segue.
Yeah, I'm going to preface this by saying that this topic is, we are going to hit just barely the highlights because this is something, there's so many it depends in this situation.
It's gray.
It's gray.
It's so gray.
It's so gray that it's grayer than gray. So I just want to preface that by saying we're just going to talk about just a few of the highlights. But when we're talking about volunteers, what we're really talking about is you as a business, if your employees volunteer for a nonprofit, that maybe you as the business owner is a member or on the board, and so you're getting your employees to volunteer there, that kind of thing. That's what we mean by volunteering.
Okay.
There's lots of different things about volunteering that we could talk about.
But this is specifically in reference to a business and a business activities that can occur as in volunteering. Now there's a lot of groups out there that will come together. You see all the big promos and the PR stunts from all the major people. Oh, Coca-Cola went, volunteered here. We went and picked up trash on the side of the road there. Smaller businesses do it as well. But the problem is what happens when you're out there picking up trash on the side of the road and someone steps in a hole, breaks an ankle,
Or gets hit by a car.
or
Dies.
there's all sorts of things that could occur. But are they covered? And that's the real question.
So we have a program at Bryan Insurance called Bryan Cares. And we do several things under that umbrella, but one thing that we do is each employee gets 8 hours every quarter where they can volunteer in anything they want to, and they get paid. We also have Bryan Care group projects. We've done so many different things. We've Our Daily Bread, the food pantry, the rock where
Backpack buddies.
yeah, so we take, we've got everybody in the office, and so 2 hours I'm going, you're then the next 2 hours I'm going. Okay. We're volunteering, but it's also on a volunteer basis. None of the owners at Bryan Insurance are saying you have to do this.
Right.
We're doing it because we signed up to do it. And it is not in the scope of our regular work. So even though we may be getting paid, we're volunteering. If we get hurt while we're volunteering, our workers' compensation is not going to
There's no coverage.
cover that. So now, if on the other hand, and again, we're barely touching the surface, so there's a lot of maybes. If it was required of us to do that.
If I told them that they have to go do this, if you
Yeah.
have to do this is part of your job requirement to keep, then that's a different story. Now that's mandatory, no longer voluntary.
So that falls under the umbrella of the business, right?
Maybe.
Sometimes.